Number 2. Although the committee members considered the issue at hand a blank one, most of them agreed with the chairman that a few of the blank questions raised by this line of argument were even more important. So, if we think about this sentence, although the committee members at hand considered the issue a blank one, most of them agreed with the chairman that a few of the blank questions raised by this line of argument were even more important. So, this is another flying blind. As you can see, the more advanced questions you get, the fewer hints and triggers you get. So, all we know is that it's a contrast, which is although. So, in this case, at first the committee members are considering it a something one. So maybe we think something along the lines of important. So if they think that the issue at hand is important, then we have our contradictory thing that most of them are going to agree with the chairman that a few of the blank questions, which are not going to be the important questions, they might be the questions on the side that were raised, were even more important. So those questions in the second part are going to be the non-critical questions, but they're turning into the most important. So now looking at the answer choices. A says irksome. So irksome just means that it's bothersome. So we're looking for something that means not critical. It's not as negative as being bothersome. So we can get rid of A, because that's a little too negative. Then we get ceremonial. The questions raised that are non-critical are not going to be the ceremonial questions. So this one is also going to be out. Then letter C says ancillary. Now you might not know what that is, so we're going to leave that one in as a mystery. And D is inconsequential. So that's also a little too negative. If they're inconsequential, it's not likely that all of a sudden they're going to be even more important. So we can't really go from inconsequential to even more important. So that's too drastic a leap, so D is out. Then we get onerous, and that might also be a mystery for you. So now we look at C and E. So we're looking for something that means important. So C says a critical. Critical and important are exactly in line. And it shows that our prediction for the second blank really makes sense because we're saying that this was critical and then these non-critical things are becoming more important. So this works out for us nicely. E says an anomalous. So if something is an anomaly, it can't really be figured out. So that doesn't really make sense with something important. So that leaves us with C. And ancillary means kind of on the side, not necessarily the things at the core. So at first these questions were just these ancillary questions, and then they became even more important.